Hey shelf warmers, Sam here. Just coming on here to introduce our first ever lost episode of Shelf Warmers. Little people know this, but we actually have 65 vaulted episodes of Shelf Warmers with various guests, some industry people, some of our friends. I mean, we just have a whole bank full of lost episodes, and that is a threat. We will drop them at any point. Today's episode is covering Cameron Crowe's 2015 film Aloha, which is a certified shelf warmer, as some of you may know, and we had on our dear friend Ryan Dailey. Please excuse some of our audio mishaps, as this was the fourth episode we had recorded of the podcast, which was part of our decision to make it a lost episode in the first place. But a good episode nonetheless. I hope you enjoy. Welcome back to Shelf Warmers. I'm Sam.
And I'm Andrew.
This is the podcast where we watch and discuss movies from roughly 2012 to 2020, aka the pump and dump period for Hollywood. Not exactly a golden age, but definitely a time of high fertility for Tinseltown.
It's so fertile, in fact, that we didn't see many of the movies produced during this time. So if they're good, they're bad, or they're just meh, we're going to cover it. So if you heard about it and didn't watch it, well, now we're going to.
That's right. And today we're covering 2015's Aloha, directed by Cameron Crowe, starring Bradley Cooper, Emma Stone, and Rachel McAdams.
And Bill Murray.
And the late, great Bill Murray.
And we actually have a guest today. This is our first episode with a guest.
Yeah, we have Ryan Dailey here with us today.
Aloha!
Aloha! Did you know that means hello and goodbye?
I did. That's actually something I just wrote down in my notes.
So maybe we'll save that for the end too, and say a little aloha to our fans at the end.
Ooh.
I think there's actually like a tagline for the movie. I think it's like...
Aloha means family?
No.
You took it from Lilo and Stitch.
Oh, was it Ohana?
Oh, yeah, there's Ohana.
Ohana means family. I actually just watched Lilo and Stitch for the first time like 2 months ago, and it's like secretly one of the best Disney movies.
I was convincing my girlfriend to watch it, and she didn't want to, so we didn't watch it.
Has she seen it?
I don't know.
Have you seen it?
Yeah, it's been like a long time. Honestly, like I was a fan of Leroy and Stitch, which was like the third.
What the fuck is Leroy and Stitch? Is that like
wait, why do I know what that is?
It's like the third one where there's like an evil Stitch.
Oh.
But as we've talked about, in the first episode, I love movies in threes, like 11 Indiana Jones 3. I love the third Jurassic Park. The third Pirates. A big fan of Batman Forever, Return of the Jedi. So something in my little brain was like threes. And I love the idea that there was an evil Stitch and a duplicate Stitch, but he's bad.
I can picture like the cover. I feel like they crossed out Lilo and wrote Leroy.
Yes, they absolutely did. Because he was a little prankster Stitch.
I'm staring at it right now.
Yeah. Wow. What a wonderful art that they made with that movie. And maybe that is the definitive movie about Hawaii, I would say.
Leroy and Stitch.
It's probably Leroy and Stitch, close second, Aloha.
Yeah. I mean, Aloha definitely makes an impression. That's actually not true.
I was trying to think of other Hawaii movies, but I could only think about White Lotus season 1.
Yeah.
Oh, is that in Hawaii?
Yeah.
The first season is, yeah.
Oh, cool.
And the second one's what, in Greece?
It's Italy, like Sicily.
Yeah. So this movie came out May 29th, 2015. So I did not see it in theaters. How about you guys?
I can't say that I did.
Yeah, Sam?
I was definitely aware of this movie's arrival, but just because of star power, that was... I mean, I can imagine the poster very well.
Yes, I was a big fan of Murray at this time. He almost got me to see it.
I had no idea Bill Murray was in this movie until, 5 minutes into it when he shows up?
Yeah. It's one of those credits where we're watching the credits and you see a name and you're like, oh, cool, this person's in it. And then it goes next for like, this person's in it. And it keeps us hitting you with like, oh, why do they have so many famous people in this movie? Yeah. Like, it probably would have saved like $10 million. They just cast like, character actors for this.
Right. But the star of the film is Bradley Cooper. And he plays a guy named Brian, who's on assignment in Hawaii as a military contractor.
Military
right?
contractor. Yeah, he's working for a billionaire.
Who's played by Bill Murray.
The late great
Carson Wrench. What is it?
Carson
Welch.
Welch.
Yes.
Who sounds suspiciously sounds a lot like the name Carson Wentz, who was a football player for the Eagles, who was like in the season. It was season back 2017 when they won the Super Bowl. So a little tidbit, thing of trivia there, that the whole movie I thought they were saying that instead of Welch.
Yeah.
I just kept thinking of grape jelly. I was like,
You were hungry.
oh, he's like the mogul of the jelly business.
There is something about him in this movie though that reminds you of like a grape jelly, like not like not the body shame 60, 100-year-old Bill Murray, Bill Murray. But when they like shave an old man's like jawline, down, like they give him like more of a jawline with a beard. It's like makes me think of like like he's a. It makes me think he's like made of pudding.
Yeah, and he's just kind of stitched together. I feel like I saw that beard line in this movie, and I feel like he kind of rocked that look for a few years.
He did.
After this,
and then he got like too old for a beard. Like like when you hit a certain age, you're like you can't have a beard, or you look like you look like you have dementia. If you were like 75 with a beard.
Yeah.
How old is he?
Oh, he's 80 maybe. I would say around 80.
Okay, he's young.
Yeah, he's a young 80. Or a hard... Well, I mean, he was like a hard 45, so I feel like he's a good 80 now.
He's
74. Oh my god.
But, I mean, he was just recently on the SNL 50th celebration.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, this is like a victory lap. Like, he's back.
Yeah.
And then he'll see his way out. But
yeah, he seems very alive.
He's still got some time left.
Yeah.
So Aloha follows Brian Gilchrist, played by Bradley Cooper, who plays a military contractor who goes to Hawaii on, I guess, this new project that he's working on. And he reconnects with his old flame, Tracy. Did not know that was her name.
Did not know either.
Played by Rachel McAdams, who's now married to an Air Force recruit, played by...
Woody Allen?
His name is Woody.
Yeah, his name is Woody, sorry, my bad.
Played by John Krasinski.
Played by Jim from The Office.
Jim from The Office.
He's playing Woody Allen in Air Force Pilot.
You may not know who John Krasinski is, but he's Jim from The Office.
Yes.
He's not very popular. But while in Hawaii, he also spends time with Allison, played by Emma Stone, a hard-nosed fighter pilot who watches every move that he makes. So she's kind of assigned to him to kind of keep watch of him.
Yeah, and psychoanalyze him.
Yeah, psychoanalyze him.
To her mom.
Yeah.
Yeah, but basically, as they travel through this lush terrain, Brian finds himself falling for his feisty guide. While his conversations with Tracy may provide a shocking revelation from their past.
Yeah.
So that's kind of the broad strokes of what happens, but...
Yeah, it's pretty much he's in a love triangle, falls for the younger girl, doesn't want to be in part of the military industrial complex anymore. Chooses love over that machine.
I guess that is what he does.
Yeah. So this movie came out on May 29th, 2015. And do you know what movie it opened against that absolutely murdered it in the box office?
What was that?
San Andreas, 2015. Yeah, so it's like the peak of The Rock. Like he's coming off Fast and Furious.
I was there in theaters.
I saw it too opening weekend.
Yes.
Yeah,
Really?
Yeah. I remember nothing about that movie.
I remember a lot about it.
Really?
Yeah. I liked disaster movies, so I thought it was awesome.
Did you watch this like within the last 3 years?
San Andreas?
Yeah.
No.
Oh. So it's that vivid.
Yeah, because I remember just like all the buildings falling, and I was like, that's so scary.
But thank God that Dwayne Johnson's on the scene.
Yeah, but they marketed it as something like this will happen or this could happen.
Yeah.
And it was like, I guess like 3 years after 2012. But I don't know. I remember being very invested in like the fault line and the Ring of Fire. So I was like, shit, like this is real.
I remember that was a couple years after we had the earthquake in Jersey. So that also is why I was very interested in it, because I was like, it could happen to any of us now.
Exactly.
East Coast people aren't safe anymore.
Yeah.
Those Californians are going to hell, but We were safe for a long time.
I remember I was like scared of like tornadoes in like The Wizard of Oz.
Oh, absolutely.
And then my mom's like, there's no tornadoes in Jersey. Like, that's middle of the country. You don't have to worry about that.
Yeah. Well, you know what came out also the week before this? It was actually a song. It was a collab featuring like, you know, like two of the biggest artists of all time right now. Came out and it broke records. And it was a song that premiered at the Billboard Music Awards.
Wait, hold on.
Let me guess.
Yeah.
So this is a duet?
It was a single first that then had a feature. And, you know...
Are there two features or one?
One feature.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But it's two of the biggest artists of all time. Came out the week before this.
Whoa.
Yeah. Has a huge music video. Yeah.
I know what it is.
You
Give
do?
us some more
I
hints.
think I do. Do I?
Oh, you do.
It's a female singer and it's featuring a man.
Yes.
You know it?
I think.
I think I've had enough. Not getting
I thought it was Baby Now We Got Bad
It absolutely is Bad Blood.
Yup.
Featuring who?
Kendrick Lamar.
Huh?
Yes. The music video is Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Him and Taylor had no bad blood because they made a wonderful song together.
That's nice.
And maybe they had a type of like Bradley Cooper and Emma Stone type relationship.
Maybe. What kind of relationship is that?
I don't know. He groomed her probably. I don't know. He groomed the neurodivergent
Yeah.
officer who's like
The characters in the film.
Yeah, no, not in real life.
Okay.
I don't know about you guys, but I have no idea how old these characters are. But also, I don't know how old, like you know, how old is Bradley Cooper? I like he's permanently like 45, and Emma Stone's like 30, like 30 years old flat. But obviously they're not that. But that's just how they are in my head.
But she also like, I don't know, like watching the movie. He's just Bradley Cooper to me,
Yeah.
and she's kind of just Emma Stone, but she's also not at all like any normal human being in this movie.
No, I've never met someone like her in my life.
At first, she's very like not real.
Exactly. Her first scene, basically the first scene in the movie is, you know, Bradley Cooper lands in Hawaii.
Yeah.
Krasinski's actually flying the plane that he's on.
Yeah.
And he shows up at the air base and he meets, you know, Emma Stone's character, and she's like, hello, like I'm going to be showing you around and I know everything about Hawaii. Like, and then I guess, does she tell Bradley Cooper like her heritage at that moment?
She does, yeah. Yeah, she gets it out right away.
I remember her saying the exact like percentages.
Yeah. She's 25% Hawaiian, 25% Chinese.
Maybe.
Yeah.
But they say that, and I'm like, okay, if this is all that it is, maybe this controversy was a little overblown. And then she's like, oh, here's my last name, and here's a picture of my father, and he's like the darkest Hawaiian man ever. And I'm like...
and like, I can feel the Hawaiian spirits.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and
she's
like, I'm really scared of them.
She's scared in this movie.
Yeah.
She has the energy of like a kid you meet like in like a large class in college, and he's like the one that answers all the questions, like and follows you around, like tries to be friends with you, and you're friends with him, but you're also kind of like...
Who, Emma Stone or Bradley Cooper?
Emma Stone.
Yeah.
With a kid like in like your math class, you become friends with like for one semester.
Yeah.
He's like a little bit more into you than you are into him.
Yeah. Sounds like something personal for you. I don't know.
It absolutely is, but I thought it was more universal.
But the very opening of the film has like these classic like film
awesome
assets.
It's our first movie that peaks the credits.
Yeah, literally the first 5 minutes I was like, I'm in. And it's I think it's worth mentioning. I mean, we're going to talk about this, but this is a Cameron Crowe film who did, you know, Say Anything, Jerry Maguire, Almost Famous.
Almost Famous.
I mean, Almost Famous and Say Anything are two of my favorite movies of all time.
Really?
They're so good. Have you seen them?
Love Almost Famous.
I've seen Almost Famous. I've seen Jerry Maguire. I've not seen Say Anything.
But this is a very typical Cameron Crowe kind of opening, like voiceover where Bradley Cooper's like talking about the stars and looking up at the sky.
It's kind of a cool like intro. Like I was into the premise. I was like, okay, like they can live up to this.
Yeah.
And then there's all that Hawaiian kind of JFK-esque.
Yes.
Archival opening.
I was worried. Yeah.
With like Eisenhower, you know, 49th state, all that stuff. It kind of made me want to see that movie.
Yeah.
Like, what is
that's what I was like, wait, we're getting into something interesting.
And we were wrong.
We were so wrong.
So wrong. Well, it actually got me thinking about that new Scorsese pitch that's going around.
Oh yeah,
about
with The Rock playing the mob boss.
And I saw like, okay, The Rock's going to be in the Scorsese movie. And I was like, what is this? Like,
yeah,
please don't. And then I read up on it, and it's like a mob movie in Hawaii, and The Rock is going to be playing like this notorious Hawaiian gangster.
That's cool.
Based on a real guy. And I was like, oh, okay. So we're going to get like Killers of the Flower Moon in Hawaii?
I hope Marty hires him a really good acting coach.
We'll bring on Bobby D.
Oh, so he's going to be like super checked out.
Extremely unfunny.
Yeah, and then I said earlier, the intro of the plane, you meet Krasinski, who's like super wooden in this. But that's kind of on purpose. Here's my hot take.
So.
Here's my hot take. Nobody in this movie is actually a good. It features many really incredible actors giving the worst performances of their career.
Yeah, it's horrible.
Several Oscar winners, Emmy winners, people that showed up so hard for so many things, just have no idea what the tone is. Are they in a comedy? Are they in...
Yeah, it's very totally all over the place. I mean, they probably had a great time filming.
It's also bizarre because I don't think Cameron Crowe knows what the tone is either. Like, he's directing it in kind of an interesting way. He's doing a lot of fun shots and zooms and like trying to be like very fun with the camera. But like, it's almost so absurd and turned up that it feels like it's like, a digital short from SNL, like the way they move the camera. Like, it's very, he can't like lock into a style for this.
It's very 2015.
There's a long take, like one take without cuts.
For those
who don't know. Like in the intro, or like when they land at the airport and the camera's like circling the characters. I was like, that's kind of cool, but I can't really see who's talking. And I don't know, it could have been cool if it was done right, I think.
Yeah. I think the blocking in this is kind of like non-existent. Like in a way that's like, it's kind of like hard to tell space sometimes in this movie. I
feel like they blocked it very last minute.
I also feel like there were reshoots, and I'm not sure what that was for this, but I also noticed like the stuff like, like I would say there are two scenes specifically. There's one scene later in the movie, like when they're all in the car. I don't remember. It's the only like car shot that's shot like Seinfeld, where it's like very clearly on a green screen. And also right in the beginning when he's talking in the plane, it's very clearly like a soundstage, and the way the rest of the movie feels very like it's shot there.
Yeah, in Hawaii.
And it just feels like they were like, we need to give some exposition dumps because nobody understands what the overall thing is happening for this movie.
Well, because plot-wise, it is a little... I mean, they explain why he's there. He's there to bless some rocks, or he's there to bless something.
He's doing a blessing of sorts.
It's a blessing so they can put rockets there to launch rockets on the native Hawaiian land, and they need to get the land from the Hawaiians, but hasn't secured it yet, so he's going to secure it and do the blessing.
But he's like he spent some time in Hawaii, so they feel like he can go in there and really close the deal.
Yeah, it's interesting. Every character in this movie knows him.
Military.
Yeah, because every character in this movie knows him, but we don't really feel like they have a history. He's like, oh, my old buddy.
It's just like weird, like, yeah, I was in Afghanistan and I was blown to pieces, but you can't tell at all.
They're like, you blew up like a balloon.
Yeah, they just joked about it.
But he's like, oh, my leg, and like swings his leg up.
Yeah.
But then he walks around normal. The rest of the
I
movie.
was going to say, in the beginning of the movie, you think, oh, this is like a choice. Like, he's going to walk around with a limp the whole time.
But then they show his toe.
Oh, my God.
Halfway through the movie, the climax.
Frankenstein's monster.
Yeah, the climax for me is when I looked up from scrolling through Twitter. I was like, wait, what are they talking about right now? And Emma Stone is in bed with him after they hooked up, and she's looking at his feet. And he has a big toe sewed onto his big toe.
It's extremely graphic.
And he's like, it's not mine, it's somebody else's, because there was some mix-up in Afghanistan.
You would think they could
how is that
fix that for him.
Right.
You would think he wouldn't have to live with that for the rest of his life.
Yeah, what? You could just take it off.
Yeah, like he has most of his normal toe. It's like 80%.
It's all there. Yeah, it looked like a toe was growing out of his toe.
Yeah, like just
Now I don't believe it, because how is he fitting into any of those shoes?
But that goes back to like the thing about the tone of the movie. It's like,
Yeah.
is this supposed to be hilarious? Because it kind of is, but it also feels like, it's kind of being sincere.
It's shot really well. It's super warm. Like there's like a love in this movie that is so like muddled. Like,
yeah, and obviously some of you may know, but there was like a lot of controversy around this film with specifically Emma Stone's character and the whitewashing of this era in Hollywood, which is part of the shelf warmer criteria.
Yeah, after
there's gotta be some
second episode of Pan.
Yeah, Pan. This is a pattern now.
Yeah, in the same year too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I kind of, he got a lot of backlash for that, but I kind of feel for Cameron Crowe because you can tell he does have a love for this culture, and he does try to present it in some of the scenes. I think one of the better scenes is when, it's actually towards the beginning of the film, when Bradley Cooper first gets there. Him and Emma Stone go to that, they're like driving down that road and the road is blocked. So then Emma Stone's like, oh, well, I know a shortcut. And they go around and they go meet the king.
The king, yes. Awesome performance. He's a real life guy. Like he's actually he's like a local like politician.
Oh, cool.
So that's kind of where Bradley Cooper kind of has to close the deal for whatever the hell they're doing. Yeah, that's kind of how I watched the movie. I was like, okay, they're going to talk to this guy to do this deal for whatever reason.
Yeah. In exchange, he gets some cell phone service and two mountains, whatever that means.
Right. Yeah.
Like, it's very clearly, like, and I know it's not a movie's job to educate us, but I don't know a lot about what's happening over there in Hawaii. I know, like, a lot of billionaires have gone, like, and bought up land, and there's kind of like a resource crisis and a space crisis in Hawaii. Mm-hmm. But I'm, like, a little, like, just lost on, like, the local, like, politics of this movie. Because very clearly it's interesting, and there's, like, some real stuff there. But I don't know enough to, like, just hop right in. Which may be, like, a little bit... I was definitely lost at times.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't know a ton about Hawaii, but I remember watching a documentary. This has nothing to do with the plot of Aloha, but this cult leader from Colorado, like, when she was escaping the law, she moved to Hawaii. And there was this whole push to get her out because her cult members started following and they just started taking up all the land. And it opened up a bigger conversation about, like, white people moving to Hawaii and just taking up all the land.
Yeah.
Which is
Woody Harrelson.
Really?
He lives there.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
But it's weird because it's like, I mean, it's a state, but obviously there are, like, people who are indigenous there. Yeah, which is also, like, this movie is just, like, a classic white savior movie.
Yeah, because people save the world in the end of this movie. He
saves the world from the company he works for. So, I don't know. I was just like, okay.
Yeah.
That's exactly how I felt. I was like, it ended. I was like, okay.
I don't remember the last chunk of the movie. Oh, well, I do remember. I'll talk about it later. But
there's a lot of...
It's a pretty insane ending, actually, now that I think about it. How do you feel about his two main plots with his two romances? Because I have a hot take on the Emma Stone thing, which obviously, she kind of sucks in this.
I mean...
I do cut her out of it and just focus on the...
Oh!
It's like a way better movie.
Because Rachel McAdams is barely in this movie.
But she's acting her ass off in this.
She's always good.
She is, yeah. She's the only one in this movie that is, like, really hitting all the marks that she has to hit. She's giving incredible performance.
She's giving incredible.
She's giving the incredible.
That would actually be a much
live
better
action
movie.
Okay, no, but I figured out why they have both of those plots.
Hit me with it.
Okay. So, on Letterboxd, the saying for the movie is, like, the little motto. What's that called? Just a little saying.
Like tagline?
Yeah, the tagline. Sometimes you have to say goodbye before you can say hello. Wow. And I was like, what? Like, that's not what the movie was about. But it actually is.
Yeah.
Because he had to say goodbye to his baby mama.
True.
Before he could date a younger girl.
Why do you think she's younger? Is she like a young up and coming
I feel like to me,
fighter pilot?
I feel like to me, like she always reads like in her 20s. I feel like she probably was in her 20s in this, and Bradley Cooper always reads to me like older.
No, but I think they mentioned that she's younger a few times.
Yeah.
Like she's younger than him.
Well, I did look this up. I saw like Cameron Crowe. He got divorced in 2010, so probably like during the production of this movie, he was starting to reel from that divorce. And I saw that he had another baby with his young girlfriend like in 2023.
Oh,
so I feel like there might be some
projecting.
Yeah, some projecting onto this. He was like, I just don't want to be into my old ex-wife anymore. I want to give her to Woody Allen, and I want to knock up a young girl.
Yeah.
We're gonna cut that. I think actually
Because you're saying Woody Allen, but no one listening to this knows that Woody is Krasinski's character.
Okay, wait. Also about the Hawaii thing, when he was at the king's place, the compound, the king had a line where he said, "You're on the wrong side, brah." And I was like, "What?"
Yeah, a lot of brah.
But that was like a serious like. That was supposed to scare him, and I was just like, oh, okay.
I love the king character, and he was like my favorite character in this movie, and I was like,
yeah,
this is so much more interesting if it was from his perspective.
Well, yeah, exactly. It makes you angry that it's about
the white
people.
So they go to the king, and then they go to Rachel McAdams for dinner. And that's where we really get to see like the family dynamic. We get to see Jaden Martell as a young boy in this film.
Who is that?
Before he changed his name.
He plays the son, and he's walking around with like a camcorder.
He's a weird kid.
Yeah,
he's classic
as this kid
at playing a weird kid.
Just like The Judge, which was our first movie we watched. Another kid who's probably
played with Jeremy Strong.
Jeremy Strong, who's probably like neurodivergent who loves having a video camera.
But this does that lame 2015 thing where they just throw on like an overlay of the camera, and it's got like the battery and the it's like, this just looks horrible.
But what I love, because it's funny about the dinner scene, is that what's his name, Jim
from The Office.
We find out he doesn't talk.
No.
Yeah.
And but somehow Rachel McAdams and Bradley Cooper, I don't know the characters' names, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
they're able to just have a conversation in the kitchen about their romantic history and about how all these like secrets and this love they seem to still have for each other while he's in the other room.
Yeah.
And not talking. So
maybe he's deaf too.
Maybe.
For all his fucking
I was just like, the house didn't look that big. Like he probably heard that girl.
He's kind of scary in this.
He's very scary in it.
When he walks into the kitchen and is like towering over very tall Bradley Cooper and puts his hand on him, I was like, he's gonna rip his head off.
Yeah.
He's like gonna kill him right now.
But then it just lasts too long, and I'm like, I don't take him seriously as like a tough guy.
No, not at all. Maybe you get the beard, but I feel like with the baby face,
he's always
like,
Jim.
Yeah.
Yeah, the beard helps when he's in like 13 hours or whatever that was.
When he's ripped,
Yeah. I have another hot take on the Emma Stone thing. Maybe this is because there's another actress who's famous for playing like an Asian woman. I think ScarJo would have been way better in this compared to Emma Stone. I think she could have locked into that tone that Emma was in a lot easier. Because like Emma's been super bad. She's been like easy edge. She's really good at going like huge these comedic performances. Mm-hmm. I think Scarlett Johansson could have brought like a realism to this awful character that maybe would have needed.
I just think her career wouldn't have lasted after playing two Asian characters.
No, probably not. No, absolutely not.
All right. What, Ghost in the Shell?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I feel like she did it for a third time too, maybe, or second time.
That would have been fun. I mean, she would have been known as the whitewasher.
Well, do you remember when she got, do you remember when she was going to play like a trans man at some point, and then she was like, I can play a tree for all I want.
Oh, yeah.
Whoa. We're like, all right,
well, Tom Holland played a trans person, I think. Allegedly.
Spider-Man.
Let's cut this. I don't know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, so then I guess it's right before dinner or after dinner. They have that really actually kind of scary scene when they're on the road and they see ghosts.
That spooked me, yes.
On the way to dinner from the Kings, Emma Stone sees these figures walking in the mist. They look like ghosts. And she's like, put your head down. Put your head down. And it's like, it gets, again, the tone problem. Like, it gets really scary for not that long, but it is scary. And then it's over. And the next scene starts.
Yeah. And then they have a dinner. And then they go to a party with his boss, played by Bill Murray, who, this is kind of like an apt, like, you know, a character. Like, very
It's
much.
cast.
Yeah, but also just in terms of, we've been having a lot of issues with, like, you know, very rich people who are trying to sort of swindle our U.S. government and take control and do what they want. And I'm like, oh, like this was kind of ahead of its time in terms of like trying to address that problem. Because Murray's just,
is Aloha secretly great?
Aloha's really great for taking billionaires.
But what is he trying to do?
He wants to send a rocket into space, but also wants to send weapons into space.
But that's not entirely clear.
I didn't really understand that. You don't really spend a lot of time with Murray, so you don't really figure out like what he's doing. It's just all like they're finding out in real time. So you don't really know what the plan is. You're just like kind of trying to understand it the whole time.
Also, the stuff with space just threw me off whenever Bradley Cooper would start talking about how much he loved space. And that was him like opening up to Emma Stone.
I think you gotta pick a lane.
Yeah, I was just
But you
like,
don't believe it.
Exactly.
You're
I
like,
was,
this guy's not looking up at the
Yeah,
stars.
well-
Like, oh.
and then she gets drunk at the party and
with Murray.
has that weird scene with Bill Murray.
I actually
Weird
like
dance
that
sequence. It's pretty fun.
Because
And
Bill
Zombieland
Murray
reunion.
is Zombieland reunion. Bill Murray is always good at dancing.
Yeah.
Classic movie dancer.
I like how she threw her shoes into the Christmas tree because it's also Christmas now.
But also, was it New Year's? Or was it Christmas?
It can be both.
Because if
There was a Christmas tree in the house.
as I was watching the movie, I was like, I feel like it's been Christmas for 2 months.
This is them at songs we wrote. Is it New Year's or Christmas?
What is it?
Yeah, and it is weird dance number, and you got like an everybody wants to world, or everybody wants to rule the world.
Well, do you know
drop.
Alec Baldwin's first line in this movie?
What is it now, bro?
He goes up to the DJ. You see that it's Alec Baldwin before this, but this is his first spoken line on screen. He goes up to the DJ and he says, "Everybody wants to rule the world."
Everybody wants to rule the world.
He requests the song and then like chews out Bradley Cooper. It's like, why are you setting up this song to then just like talk shit to Bradley Cooper right to his face?
He's doing The Departed in this. Did you also have that thought? He's just doing The Departed, but he's in the military now, except for being a Boston cop.
Yeah. Change the voice a little.
What was the scene where he screamed out of nowhere? He just screamed really loud.
That was after they find out that Bradley Cooper hacked the rocket.
Right.
He
hacked
just
the
walked
rocket.
into the room and goes, "Ah!"
He's really funny in this.
And then this guy walks in and just walks right out of the office because he's like,
Right.
Baldwin, like, kill someone.
Yeah. Shit.
But there's I don't keep harping on this. There's such a clash in ideas to not even just tone. Like, okay, so it's a space movie about the dangers of sending rockets and taking this land and colonizing this land to billionaires. There's also this really interesting thread about like myth and the myth of the island and the culture and keeping culture alive. And it's never like done enough service where you're just like, oh, that was really like weird, but also like a scary scene. Let's move on.
Yeah.
And I'm constantly like, why don't you dig deeper into this culture?
It's kind of just like cheap, like backdrop for them.
Or white Emma Stone explaining it to
even
some of the real natives. Like, there's actually this old story, and they're like, okay.
She gives that person who found out they're like 10% African American.
Yeah.
And then just like becomes a different person.
But she's also literally like, she's almost the same in this movie, the same type of breakdown as Keanu. Because Keanu is 25% Hawaiian or Polynesian, 25% I think Japanese, and then he's half white. So she's like the same mix as Keanu Reeves.
Oh, really?
They should have had Keanu play it.
Did she say her dad was 25% or she was?
Her dad was half, I think, and then her mom was half Chinese. So then she's half everything, I believe.
But
Wow.
that sucks because it's Emma Stone, so it's obviously not.
I love seeing the joke from Sandra Oh, like when she hosted the Golden Globes, like 2019 with Andy Samberg,
Yeah.
and she made a joke about all the Asian actresses in the room, and she pointed Emma Stone or whatever. Emma Stone went, "I'm sorry, I'm sorry."
I did see that. I love that.
And that's like 4 years after the fact. People did not forget.
Yeah. Love Sandra Oh.
So here's my other question of this movie: do they have any form of chemistry?
No.
No.
Have they been in a movie together too? Because I feel like I think
Why
of
do I
them
feel
together.
like me
right?
too? Yeah.
I have the answer.
Okay.
Hit me with it.
They're kind of like adjacent.
Okay.
Like Emma Stone is in a lot of movies with Gosling.
Yeah.
Gosling's in Notebook with McAdams.
Right.
But Bradley's in,
Silver
Linings
Linings.
Playbook with J-Law.
Yeah.
Right.
So, like, if you squint and look at all of them together, it's like, oh, it's kind of the same movie.
Yeah.
And Bradley Cooper and Rachel McAdams were in Wedding Crashers together.
Yes. And John Krasinski married to Emily Blunt, who's in The Fall Guy,
Right.
with Ryan
So
Gosling.
they're all inbred.
Inbred.
And The Place Beyond the Pines.
Oh. Yeah.
Well, who's in that?
Just
Oh yeah,
Gosling.
Bradley Cooper and Ryan Gosling.
Yeah.
Wow.
That movie is fucking good.
I
Yeah.
said but then I couldn't remember who else was in it besides
I was like,
besides Bradley.
Well, I haven't seen him. Just doing the letterbox.
you haven't seen Place Beyond?
No.
You would love that
I know.
movie.
I know. I'm sorry.
Wow.
How do you guys feel with the military base? I don't really know a lot about it, but it was kind of interesting, right?
I liked it. I wanted to live on it.
It looked really nice, didn't it?
It was like they have their cute houses and they can just walk to the community place. I loved it.
Danny McBride's in there wearing a tank top.
Yeah, we didn't talk McBride. An incredible actor, an incredible writer. Didn't nail any jokes.
Yeah.
Is reduced to a side character. Is terrible in this.
Barely a side character because you don't know why he's there, really.
No, they call him Fingers because he's like a stim.
Yeah, he does this thing with his fingers. And he's like, I don't actually call me fingers anymore. And as he's doing the stim, he's like, they don't call me that.
Have you met people in the military? They're 100% being so mean to you behind your back. They're calling you Fingers, man.
Yeah. There's a different reason they're calling you Fingers.
Ryan spices up the pod.
Well, I was expecting more spice from this movie,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. They cut the sex scene.
Yeah, what's it rated?
I know,
PG.
I shouldn't be mad about that, but
Yeah, PG-13.
they had I love a kiss scene. Like The Notebook, that kiss scene in the rain is so
Yeah.
iconic. And then this movie, she comes back to it looks like a motel at this point in the movie. For some reason they're in a motel now. And they have rooms next to each other, I guess.
Yeah.
And she's just drunk as hell. And is this before or after he listens to her phone call?
That was the first night.
Yes, the first night.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
So he's a creep from the first night on.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
he's like, oh, she's talking about me.
Yeah.
She likes me. And then
Utterly
she's like,
soulless, pathetic.
yeah. And then the next day in the car, he's pissed off at her.
yeah. And she was just talking to her mom. Calm down. You're
We're going a little hard. A little hard on this guy.
But what I thought was interesting, when she's on the phone with her mom, she seems normal. It's almost made me think, oh, she's putting on this crazy act.
Yes. We're going
And
to
then-
peel back the layers of her.
It's never brought up again. It's never
Never.
really looked into.
Well, yeah. Well, they have this they have this moment where they kiss,
Yeah.
and I thought she was doing a bit right before they kissed. I thought she was trying to fuck with him, she's playing it very and very fake. And I was like, oh, she's messing with him. He's gonna try to kiss her, and she's gonna pull away. But then she no, they just have sex.
Yeah.
I was like, so you wanted him, but you were acting like you didn't, or was that just the performance you're giving?
They also do that funny thing where it's not really funny, but it's it's a trend that I noticed in these 2015 movies where it's he's talking about his time in Afghanistan, and they cut to him in Afghanistan, and it's just sepia tone,
Yeah.
and it's bleach bypass,
War.
Yeah, it's just like the
And he lets a missile hit him and his team.
yeah. He accepts death. He's like, I wouldn't even mind dying right now. And then she's like, we have to have sex right now because he said that.
It's like, yeah, I mean, like they had families probably.
Yeah, and then she sees his toes.
Yeah, it's a nasty fucking tough.
And like, I'm not
so
trying to like body shame anybody,
Whoa.
but like,
No.
I dry up. I dry up if I saw that.
Well, I just expect better from like barefoot scenes or like scenes that are about toes.
Yeah.
And especially when people are like naked in bed, like, come on, pull the sheets down a little bit.
And clip those nails. Do something. You know, shave
Get
them.
rid of that toe growing out of your toe. It wasn't necessary
Go
for
to
the
the doctor.
plot.
In my memory, it looked like infected too.
It
Like,
did look
didn't-
infected.
it didn't
I
look
think-
healed.
I think, if I'm wrong, was it a different race?
I think it was because he's like the whole Middle Eastern conflict's right there on my foot.
Yes, that's what he said.
And I was like, what is he
I was like,
talking about?
That is so ridiculous.
Yeah, a lot of this stuff in this movie is just ridiculous.
Yeah.
So then,
She bangs him, and then she finds
yeah,
out.
there's like this little montage of them running around.
Yes,
and the movie hits
they
the movie
did for like a day.
halts. The movie
Again.
halts as soon as it starts.
They're not
happening.
allowed to be happy for one moment.
So then Emma Stone's running around, and she runs to Rachel McAdams' house. Again, Rachel McAdams, like, not in the movie.
She goes in, the door is open, and her kids are just in the living room.
Yeah, and she's like, oh, like, is your parents home? I'd like to thank them. She's like, still running. And then I guess she goes to see J.D. Martell, and he has like footage. He has like footage of the rockets or something.
He blew this case wide open.
She's like, what is this? When was this? He's like, it was the other night. I don't know if that's how he sounds. I filmed it the other night. And she's like, oh my God, like, these are missiles. These are weapons in the sky. Like, this goes against all the spirits and all the lore and the myth of Hawaii. So she's very upset. And then she meets up with Bradley Cooper.
Yeah. Who got her a hat. He got his big hat with sunglasses.
Yeah, big romantic gesture.
And this is her best moment in the movie, where she like shuts
is.
down when she's so mad at him. And he's like putting the hat on her, and she's just blank. She has like no dialogue. She just sits there while he talks at her, and like, you're like crying under the hat. And I was like, oh my God.
Again, very inconsistent throughout the film. Like, Bradley Cooper gives a completely different performance in this scene where he's like trying to be sweet, and he like gives her the hat, and like, where has this guy been? Like, he's supposed to be like this jerk.
Right.
Yeah, soulless.
When did American Sniper come out?
2014.
Okay.
So this was the year after.
Because maybe those movies are like canonically. Wait, no, I guess not, because he dies in the end of American Sniper.
Spoilers.
It's not a spoiler, it's a real person.
No, but you couldn't
Sorry.
watch it like that. You could watch until the last, like, you know,
Put a
like 10
spoiler
minutes
alert.
of American Sniper, and then start
That's
Aloha,
true.
and then go back to the last 10 minutes of
Just
American
don't watch
Sniper.
the credits,
Watching
yeah.
get shot in a gun range.
If American Sniper
Who's
wasn't,
this guy? I don't know. He's got a freak toe, though.
if it wasn't a true story, American Sniper, it would be interesting to like intercut the two films.
Yeah.
Well, it is interesting because it's only 10 years ago, but the way that the military is like viewed in movies is so different now. Because this is just like in my head, Cameron Crowe wanted to make like a rom-com, and he wanted to make it like a little heightened with some weird like space element.
Yeah.
But it just completely backfired, and it just comes across as like I don't know.
It is
like
it's
you
kinda,
can't.
It's like he's kind of known for doing this. Like, Jerry Maguire is the classic example of being a perfect rom-com, but also like a sports movie, and he kind of rides that line very well. But he can't really do the rom-com meets post-war trauma Hawaiian mythological tale.
Like the PTSD like army guy. I don't know. I don't think you can do it that lightly.
Yeah, but you also could see the difference, I guess, between like, you know, like Clint was like 85 when he made American Sniper, and Cameron Crowe was like, he was like a 70s kid, so he was very much in the Vietnam War, and so I think there are two different takes on military are very interesting, and I'm very curious to see what kind of movies our generation is going to make a result of the military.
Well,
Time will tell.
the movie's coming out.
Alex
Garland's
Garland?
movie,
Yeah. Which is like, seems like it's the same, seems like it's kind of back to being like, these crazy people are trying to blow us up.
Yeah, just with like
Did a trailer come
a
out?
cool filter because
Yeah.
it's A24.
It's like, oh, these crazy people are trying to blow us up after, like, I don't know, like we like invaded them for oil.
But I wonder what take he'll have.
Yeah, and then the other like, you know, kind of subplot in this movie is that like our protagonist is the father of the daughter of Rachel McAdams.
Yes.
You can tell by their insanely light blue eyes.
Yes.
And they stare at each other for several moments throughout this movie, and you're like, it's these two like
there
piercing
they are.
eyes.
I hope they're related. Like, I hope it's... Never mind. I
Yeah,
don't
so
know.
that family is like having some serious issues.
Hey, Brian Gilbert, I heard you like him young. I think Brian Gilbert, sorry. What is it?
Brian
Now that you said Gilbert, I'm like, oh, it's Gilbert, but I think it's like
Gil something.
Gilgerson?
Gilchrist.
Gilchrist. But then,
Stupid name. Sorry. Also, Emma Stone's character had a stupid name.
what was it?
Ing.
Ing.
Like, that is a white woman.
Yeah.
Anyway.
That's Gwen Stacy.
That's Gwen
Gwen
Stacy.
Stacy. So then Krasinski comes home later. Again, all these scenes are just like randomly put together. So if this
He leaves.
Yeah, he leaves, he comes back, he walks into the kitchen, again, silent, grabs a beer, doesn't say a word to his kids, family, goes into the bedroom, and then suddenly it's like the marriage is falling apart.
Yeah.
It's like, whoa.
He doesn't talk, but he really doesn't talk.
Yeah, but he can also hear what you're saying about him. So maybe he's a little upset.
And then he gets so mad that he leaves and he smashes their lawn decorations.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it's clearly, again, working through some stuff.
Yeah. I was thrown off by him not speaking, so I just didn't take him seriously at all. And then I was confused as to like when they met. I was like, okay, what's the timeline? Does he know that that's not his daughter? But I think he does, yeah.
You know, in the first 5 minutes of the movie, when Bradley Cooper meets the kids,
Yeah.
and it's like, oh, like, this is my son, this is my daughter, and the daughter is like, what, 12 and a half?
Yeah.
12 and a half.
And they're like, well, when was the
I knew him 13 years ago.
the son's like, when was the last time?
Remember you ovulating 12 and a half years
I
ago?
forgot they literally
When was the
told
last time
us.
you saw my mom? He's like, oh, I don't
And
know.
then he's like, I
13.
love you.
Yeah, no, it's like after he walks away, he's like, I love him. And it's like,
This fucking kid was military clearance somehow.
Yeah.
He was in the Black Hawk site. He was filming the missile silo. He's a 5-star general the whole time.
Well, I don't
Yeah.
know if you saw the post-credit scene where they take him out and Alec Baldwin shoots him.
this kid's seen too much.
Yeah.
I want to say happy birthday to...
Jaden Martell,
Happy birthday to Jada Martell. Because a
Michael-
wonderful performance in Aloha.
my co-star in Aloha.
Shame we had to kill him.
So did this movie get any awards?
Yeah, it actually was nominated for a Best Picture, Best Actor, Best
Wait.
Actress.
What? I think you're
At the
serious.
Razzies.
It actually swept.
Yeah, so this third act is nonsense, right? Were you also like,
Yes.
oh, we're in the third act now?
What do you mean third act? The whole thing was nonsense.
The third act was extra nonsense.
Yeah.
Where suddenly he's a
Well,
hacker?
He's a hacker, and then the way he makes the thing explode is by putting a bunch of music into it.
And a 7 reference.
And
Yeah,
a
there's
7
all
reference.
these different sounds.
Every sound ever recorded, I guess.
And then this really shitty like CGI satellite just starts spinning,
Yeah.
blowing like
Nuts
fucking
and bolts
exhaust.
shooting out.
And then it fucking blows up. And everyone's like,
And they hold hands.
You're gonna
Yeah.
regret that, but you won't actually.
yeah, so then it's like, oh my god, Bradley Cooper's in deep shit with the government, but he's also has the love of Emma Stone because she was like, we can't have this like in our skies over Hawaii.
Right.
So that's
Like
a
Punch
win.
Drunk Love in that way. I have the power of love behind me, so you can't hurt me, but you could court-martial me.
Yeah.
I didn't see that shit.
You should watch it. But then, like a scene and a half later, they're like toasting and they're like, You saved the day, actually.
Actually, you were right. He was a bad guy.
Yeah, so Bill Murray was behind all this.
He was putting some weapons up in space somehow. I don't really get
And
it.
Bill Murray's he's like, nice try, Pally. I was trying to help people. I don't even know why they had that
he was
scene.
like, I was trying to help some little kids have Wi-Fi in some village.
Yeah, and I was like, so was he wrong or what?
Yeah, I was like, is he lying? What's going on?
Is this guy shady or what?
Is this guy not telling us the truth? I don't think we should look too deeply into it.
I love the final shot though of him getting arrested, and I wish they just kept it in that wide. It's this beautiful wide shot of him on the beach, taking these breaths.
Yeah, he's looking up at the sky right before he gets arrested.
Well, it makes me so angry because you think of how Hawaii is so beautiful.
Yeah.
And there could have been so much more beauty in this film.
Yeah, some humanity.
I don't know, just anything. I'm thinking of the White Lotus again. They were able to shoot Hawaii really well.
Which makes me wonder again, why space?
I know
why it's like a Star Trek.
Yeah,
almost like a Star Trek. They're all in the control
That's
room.
True.
You're like, what? Yeah. What are we? Why are we using our environment?
And then once that wraps up, it immediately goes back to these crazy relationship dynamics.
Yeah,
which I thought were wrapped up.
No. So then,
do I have a reason to celebrate Father's Day? You do.
You're horrible.
Just tell him. Don't use subtext now.
So then horrible. Rachel McAdams reads a letter out loud from Krasinski.
Did they not want to pay Krasinski or something? Why didn't they give him lines?
It's crazy.
I don't know what else he would have been shooting at this point. He was done The Office. He was before Quiet Place. I'm so what was he up to that he was
this his first thing after The Office?
Probably close to it, yeah. I can't even think of anything else.
I don't know. Just such a weird role for him.
Yeah. But it's confirmed that he's the father.
Yeah.
And he shows up to her dance class in kind of an incredible shot, but also I was laughing myself. I was thinking he would get thrown out of there so fast. His face against the window staring at this little girl dancing.
Making her cry.
The last scene of the movie is actually kind of a perfect metaphor for the film. Because you have this white girl hula dancing.
Yeah.
And she's looking out the window at, I guess she can intuitively tell is her dad. Yeah. And she just starts sobbing while she's hulaing. And then she runs out and they have this Cameron Crowe hug. And then she goes back in.
Yeah. And continues dancing.
And continues the hula.
Yeah. Yeah, and you got some nice moment too. Him and Krasinski were able to, talk without speaking.
That was so fucking bizarre. They had a whole scene.
That would have been so good if it was funny. Or if it was in a funnier context. I don't know.
Or he just spoke.
Yeah. Or if it was just... I like the idea of a guy not talking but talking in that masculine way, guy talk.
He was so happy. Yeah. He was so happy they didn't get cucked. He was happy he hugged the guy. They didn't cuck him.
Yeah. Did you sleep with my wife?
They should have had them hook up.
Bradley Cooper and Krasinski?
Yeah. Yes. No. Bradley Cooper and Rachel McAdams.
Yeah, that's why I think you could have a more serious... Again, it could have been funnier, but also kind of more deep, where it is just Bradley Cooper back in Hawaii with his old flame.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this new guy.
Yeah. Who also is his old friend. Right? They're old friends?
I don't know if he knows.
It seemed like they were old friends.
No.
You don't no one else thinks so?
They weren't really talkative.
They met on the plane, maybe?
I didn't register that was the first time they were meeting. To me, I was he also knew him back from the missions days.
Maybe.
But
me and Morty in Afghanistan.
Bradley Cooper and Emma Stone end up together, and it fucking ends.
Yeah, and Cameron Crowe, he gets his young girlfriend.
And we all just get a little disappointed that this movie wasn't good.
No, the POV is all messed up in this movie. The POV, but shot really well. That's my biggest takeaway. I was I like what Cameron Crowe is using in terms of the digital look for this movie. It's well lit.
And he never made another movie.
No.
Really? Not since this?
No, this time in director's Joe.
Good.
Yeah, so we said San Andreas debuted with $54 million.
This made 55, I would assume?
Let's see. Aloha, 9 million. Opening weekend.
That's the good box office for 2025.
Yeah.
That's literally probably what Bradley Cooper got paid.
So we got Pitch Perfect also in its third week of release.
Pitch Perfect 3?
Pitch Perfect 2.
Ooh.
Tomorrowland in its second week.
I saw Tomorrowland.
Mad Max Fury Road in its third week.
I saw Mad Max.
And Age of Ultron in its fifth week.
Oh, I was there.
Wow.
So this was a big... 2015 was a big movie year.
Force Awakens, Hateful Eight, Revenant. Yeah.
Keep going.
Catching Fire. No, that
No, that
was
was
13 or
Nah, brah.
14.
Brah.
That was 13.
Catching Fire was 2014.
Wait, can I talk about Catching Fire?
Yeah.
Maybe next time.
JK. It was filmed in Hawaii.
Really?
Yes.
Was it actually?
The arena scenes where they're on the beach.
That's Hawaii?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Well, it's connected because J Law Silverlinings Playbook. Inbred.
Yes.
It's
Also-
all together.
I just wanted to mention how Lost was filmed in Hawaii. I feel like there's not a lot of things filmed in Hawaii.
But the things that are good.
It's either it's either iconic or a flop.
There's no in
Clearly.
between.
Sammy, you got some facts for us about the production?
You actually touched on some of them, but a big thing is, some of you may remember, the Sony computer hack of 2014.
Yes.
And
Wait, you mean that hack that announced that they were to... Wait, you mean that hack where they announced that they were doing an Aunt May spy movie? That's the hack you're talking about?
that
This
real?
one? Yeah, that was actually real.
Wow.
Yeah.
I actually didn't know that, but now I guess did that ever plan out?
Yeah, it's coming out next week.
Oh, cool.
Okay.
But, Amy Pascal, major, co-chair of Sony.
Bruce Willis Spider-Man movies.
Yeah, a lot of her emails were leaked, obviously. And she had a quote from one of her email talking about Aloha. And she said, "No sense. I'm never starting a movie again when the script is ridiculous and we all know it. I don't care how much I love the director or the actors. It never, not even once, ever works.
Wow.
As much as I want movies, as much as I want movies to release, this is way worse. At least the marketing departments at both studios have something to sell that looks big and glossy. We have this movie in for a lot of dough, and we better look at that." Scott Rudin, the producer, didn't go once to the set, or help us in the editing room, or fix the script. So very
Wow.
negative.
Sounds
thoughts.
horrible.
So is this like a blank check movie for Crow?
I think he had enough. I mean, what did he do before this? We bought a zoo.
Yeah, which was a big hit.
Was it?
Yeah.
I saw that.
And Matt Damon and ScarJo would have been really good.
I don't agree with that. I think this movie shouldn't have been
Well,
made.
listen, I got something for you might like better.
Okay.
Ben Stiller and Reese Witherspoon were both attached to star,
Wow.
but left due to scheduling conflicts. Cameron Crowe then spent 4 years rewriting the script, making the characters younger. So imagine like an older...
It is almost
couple.
better if it's older.
Yeah, a little more time. Could have been good. And you mentioned that the king is himself a leader in the nation of Hawaii. You mentioned the Sandra Oh joke about ScarJo and Emma Stone.
Eastone.
And I have a new name for this. The sweaty IMDb user fact of the show.
Oh, perfect.
So...
Rocket Raccoon and Gwen Stacy?
Exactly. You spoiled it, bro.
I didn't think it would be that, I'm going to be honest. I hoped.
I'll do it in the voice. Early on, Bradley Cooper tells Emma Stone an anecdote involving comic books. Both have played Marvel Comics characters. Cooper played Rocket Raccoon in Guardians of the Galaxy and Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. Stone played Gwen Stacy in The Amazing Spider-Man and The Amazing Spider-Man 2.
So this person wrote this 2 years after the movie came out because he references the fact that he's Guardians 2.
But not Guardians 3.
No. So
Interesting.
I hate stuff like that. I hate looking in the YouTube comments and seeing somebody being like, "Oh my god, Shazam is in the same movie as Superman?" Is your brain that like mush that you literally like can't like you have schizophrenia. Like there's something actively like you need to go to the doctor and like figure out if you see like two actors in a different movie and you're like, wait, that's Superman and Shazam. They're in a movie together. I gotta let everybody know about this.
Like, yeah, they're actors. That's what they do.
Yeah.
I'm laughing because I sometimes make those connections myself.
Oh,
yeah.
Sure. We all make them when there's 37 Marvel movies, but we keep it to ourselves because our brains aren't made of pudding.
Not punching it into the Aloha trivia.
Yeah.
It's not that interesting when two actors are both from Marvel.
Yeah.
Because most of them are.
That's because our brains don't look like the neckline of Bill Murray.
Poor guy.
Damn.
Pudding.
Poor Bill Murray.
And last little bit, the film opens with the 1968 Columbia Pictures logo, which I mean, this happens in several movies, Warner Brothers, Columbia, whatever, where they use like a retro logo. And it always charms me.
Why use the retro logo if it's not retro?
Well, I figure they were setting up like the film footage in the beginning.
Why use the film footage to disappoint us like
Fair
that?
point.
Absolutely.
Fair fucking
Shoot
point.
on film at least.
Do something else.
Yeah. Fight for yourself, Cameron Crowe. Come on.
Change the script again.
I'm locking the gates on Cameron Crowe. Almost famous Mark Maron reference. For anyone that's...
Lock the gate!
Lock the gates, Cameron Crowe. You're in director's jail.
He's still in there.
Never coming out.
He's still serving time.
Yeah.
But I think because he made it Almost Famous, he should get out soon.
Yeah.
And I think
His
we're in a
sentence is
different
being
era
reduced.
now.
Well, here's what happened. Here's
Good
what happened.
behavior.
He does Jerry Maguire, which is one of the most popular movies of the 90s.
Yeah.
Huge ass movie.
Wins Oscars.
Wins Oscars.
You had me at hello. Is that movie?
Yes! It's so iconic. You
Always
had me
be
at hello.
closing.
Show me the money.
Yeah, that's
Glengarry Glen Ross. Holy
I got
shit.
it mixed up. Sorry.
But then
Sorry, show me the money.
Then he gets a blank check to do Almost Famous, which is basically an autobiographical movie about himself
Yeah.
Yeah.
when he was a writer for Rolling Stone as a teenager.
That's awesome.
So he has an awesome life.
Yes.
It's hard to feel too bad for him.
He likes comedians, I think. Once again, watching this film, like he's got Murray, he's got McBride. You know, like he loves Ben Stiller.
I want to shout out
Almost Famous, Jimmy
Bill
Fallon,
Camp.
and Mark Maron. Bill Camp, fantastic in this movie.
all-time bench.
Character actor, yeah.
Um,
But also then he should make a comedy then if he wants to.
yeah.
He very clearly.
Well,
comedians.
he also wrote Fast Times at Ridgemont High.
I saw that. I did not know that.
So he's been around the block.
Yeah. He's almost like Shane Black in that way a little bit, where he's, he wrote a lot of stuff early on, had some hits, has kind of, ebbed and flowed, and is now also locked in director's jail. Him and Shane Black.
They're serving time together. Can you imagine this would only be for us, but like a director's jail sketch or something.
Yeah.
Damon Chazelle.
Yeah.
Damn, he's in there like fucking Renfield. Like,
I made one
going
mistake.
crazy.
Yeah.
I made one mistake.
And you will get it someday.
Those who get it. They let me have letterbox in here.
Margot Robbie was quoted recently saying she thinks people will understand it in a few decades.
A decade.
Or I don't know if she said decades,
Fucking
but
Babylon.
in time. Babylon, yes. Babylon.
I would rather have watched Babylon 3 times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I've got my slate recommendations for the week.
Yes.
So these are 3 movies that you could pair with Aloha.
Yeah.
So
Maybe a nice wine and cheese.
Yeah. I decided to go with a theme of white people in Hawaii, as Aloha is. So we've got Forgetting Sarah Marshall,
Okay. Yeah. That's a
comedy
good pick.
largely set in Hawaii.
Holds up.
White guy dealing with his breakup
Yeah.
in Hawaii. We've got Alexander Payne's The Descendants, which have you seen?
I've not seen.
No.
It's actually a really good movie.
The
But-
Descendants. Wasn't that Disney?
That's Descendants.
Okay.
This is The Descendants.
Oh,
The
Alexander
Descendants.
Payne.
Is it like an
Descendants.
Avengers? The event? Is it
How
like...
many Avengers actors are in The Descendants?
do you
Shailene
think?
Woodley's in it, who's
Oh,
in
her.
Divergent.
Yeah.
Matthew Willard's in it from Scream.
Oh, love.
Robert Forster from Jackie Brown.
It's a really good movie. But again, white guy having family marital issues in Hawaii.
Right.
And finally, a personal favorite, Adam Sandler's Just Go With It, where the family goes to Hawaii, white family on vacation, finding love in Hawaii.
Yeah.
So those are my picks.
And my recommendation is watch The Power of Lost.
Yeah.
I was gonna say just watch Lost instead, or
Get lost in Lost.
White Lotus again.
Yeah.
Or I also had John Krasinski has a line in the beginning of the movie, and he's like Casablanca, and the rest of the movie I was like, damn, I wish I was watching Casablanca.
That's a much better love triangle movie.
Absolutely.
Maybe the definitive.
I mean, well,
Yeah.
I guess this is more of a this is more of a love square, I guess.
It's a love fucking.
Was
mess.
love involved?
No, just raw passion.
I wish. I wish there was
So-
more raw passion.
Guys,
Yeah.
you watched Aloha. Are you glad you took it off the shelf and watched it? Or would you rather let it sit there and collect dust and, just not looking at any of this movie at all? I try to think of a pun for Hawaii. Would you rather have said aloha to this movie or aloha to this movie?
I gotta go with Aloha because this thing has to collect dust.
Absolutely.
And I want to put it in the back of the shelf so I don't find it again. Because I know in like 10, 15 years, because like I said, I like Almost Famous, I like Jerry Maguire, I'm going to be like, it's Crow. Why not?
It's
I'm like,
gone.
it's Crow. It's Cameron Crowe. Like, maybe I'll run it back again. But no.
Hell no.
Keep this thing on the shelf in the back. What do you think, Ryan?
Yeah, well, I just want to thank you guys for having me on before I talk shit on the movie again.
Of course, Ryan.
This was amazing. I love your podcast. I've yet to hear an episode, but I can't wait to hear it. That being said, this movie sucked balls. And I won't get those 2 hours back, but it's okay.
And what are you going to do with the DVD that's on the shelf? Are you going to keep it there?
Oh, yeah, I think I'm just gonna donate it to Goodwill.
Ah, cool.
Yeah,
Put it on to someone else.
yeah, of course.
I'm going to take this movie off the shelf and I'm going to put the DVD right in the trash can. And then I'm going to take out the trash and then I'm going to think about it for a second. And then I'm going to go through the trash. I'm going to rifle through it. I'm going to pick up the DVD. I'm going to mail it to the great nation of Hawaii.
Yeah.
Wow.
The great state of Hawaii. And I'm going to say, this encapsulates all of your beauty. And then I'm going to go up and put a gun in my mouth. And I was so upset that this movie came out, and it made me lose respect for Cameron Crowe. But also, it also humbled me in some ways, thinking about how one of the greats can really make something so bad. And you have your people like Marty or the Coens or Spielberg who don't really miss a lot. But it's still humbling to see someone who is not quite a journeyman director, but he's an established director, and he misses on such a high level that I'm almost like, it's humbling to think of ourselves and our own journey for film being like, yeah, it's okay to miss. Maybe not okay, he's in director's job the last 11 years, but
Jeez.
it's possible. You sometimes can fail, and sometimes you get off your feet, sometimes you don't. So,
Well said.
Period.
that's my little tangent.
All right. Well, that's our episode on Aloha.
Yeah. Thank you to our guest, Ryan Dailey, for joining us.
Yes, at Ryan Scooter on TikTok.
Follow him.
Plug the TikTok.
Yeah.
What kind of content will people find on there?
Short form comedy
And,
Okay, cool.
and Aloha
I haven't
edits.
checked it.
and maybe one Aloha edit,
Yeah.
but it's just Bradley Cooper's eyes.
He beautiful eyes.
Beautiful eyes.
His toe.
So with that note, guys, I think we just have one thing to say to the audience.
Aloha!
Thank you for listening to Shelf Warmers. New episodes drop every Wednesday. You can follow us on social media at shelfwarmers.podcast, where you can send us movies to take off the shelf for future episodes.